Licensure Examination for Teachers. Subject: Mathematics. Field of Specialization, for secondary level only. Topic: Mathematical Theories and Concepts. Question number 1. What is the least common multiple, LCM, of 12, 15, and 20? A. 30, B. 60, C. 120, D. 180. Correct answer: B. 60. Solution breakdown. The least common multiple, LCM, is the smallest positive integer that is a multiple of all three given numbers. Multiples of 12, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. Multiples of 15, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. Multiples of 20, 20, 40, 60, 80. The first number they all share is 60. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. 30 is a multiple of 15, but not 12 or 20. C. 120 and D. 180 are both common multiples, but they are not the least common multiple. Edge knowledge. A quick way to find the LCM is to start with the largest number, 20, and list its multiples. Check if these multiples are also divisible by the other numbers, 12 and 15. 20, not divisible by 12 or 15, 40, not divisible by 12 or 15, 60, divisible by 12. 60 over 12 equals 5, and by 15. 60 over 15 equals 4. You found the answer without listing all the multiples for every number. Question number 2. The sum of two numbers is 35. Their difference is 9. What are the two numbers? A. 13 and 22. B. 15 and 20. C. 20 and 15. D. 22 and 13. Correct answer: D. 22 and 13. Solution breakdown. This is a problem that can be solved with a system of linear equations. Let the two numbers be x and y. Equation 1. X plus y equals 35. Equation 2. X minus y equals 9. Adding the two equations, x plus y, plus, x minus y, equals 35 plus 9. Then, 2x equals 44. Then, x equals 22. Substituting x equals 22 into equation 1. 22 plus y equals 35, then, y equals 13. The two numbers are 22 and 13. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. 13 and 22 is the same answer as D, just in a different order. B. 15 and 20. The sum is 35, but the difference is 20 minus 15 equals 5, not 9. C. 20 and 15. The sum is 35, but the difference is 20 minus 15 equals 5, not 9. Edge knowledge. For simple number problems like this, don't always jump to a system of equations. Use the process of elimination. Check each option against the two conditions. Sum is 35 and difference is 9. A. Sum is 13 plus 22 equals 35. Difference is 22 minus 13 equals 9. This works. B. Sum is 15 plus 20 equals 35. Difference is 20 minus 15 equals 5. This is wrong. C. Sum is 20 plus 15 equals 35. Difference is 20 minus 15 equals 5. This is wrong. D. Sum is 22 plus 13 equals 35. Difference is 22 minus 13 equals 9. This works. Since A and D are identical pairs, the answer is valid. Question number 3. The diagonal of a square is 5 square root of 2 centimeters. What is the perimeter of the square? A. 10 centimeters. B. 20 centimeters. C. 25 centimeters. D. 50 centimeters. Correct answer: B. 20 centimeters. Solution breakdown. In a square, the diagonal, D, is related to the side length, S, by the Pythagorean theorem. S squared plus S squared equals D squared, which simplifies to 2S squared equals D squared. The perimeter is 4S, given D equals 5 square root of 2. 2S squared equals 5 squared root of 2, squared equals 25 times 2 equals 50. S squared equals 25, then, S equals 5. Perimeter equals 4S equals 4 times 5 equals 20 centimeters. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. 10 centimeters. This is just twice the side length, which is not the perimeter. C. 25 centimeters. This is the area of the square, not the perimeter. D. 50 centimeters. This is the square of the side length, multiplied by 2. Edge knowledge. This is a classic geometry problem. An edge is knowing the special right triangle rule for squares. The diagonal of a square with side s is always s square root of 2. If the diagonal is 5 square root of 2, the side length s must be 5. The perimeter is 4s, so it's 4 times 5 equals 20. This shortcut avoids the full Pythagorean calculation. Question number 4. A bag contains 5 red balls, 3 blue balls, and 2 green balls. What is the probability of drawing a red ball or a green ball? A. 5 over 10. B. 7 over 10. C. 3 over 10. D. 2 over 10. Correct answer. B. 7 over 10. Solution breakdown. Probability is the number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of possible outcomes. Total number of balls. 5 plus 3 plus 2 equals 10. Number of red balls. 5. Number of green balls. 2. The number of favorable outcomes, drawing a red or a green ball, is the sum of the individual favorable outcomes. 5 plus 2 equals 7. Probability equals favorable outcomes over total outcomes equals 7 over 10. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. 5 over 10 is the probability of drawing a red ball only. C. 3 over 10 is the probability of drawing a blue ball. D. 2 over 10 is the probability of drawing a green ball. Edge knowledge. For OR questions in probability, remember to add the probabilities of the separate events. For in questions, you multiply. The word or is the key. Since the events are mutually exclusive, you can't draw a ball that is both red and green. You can simply add the number of red and green balls and divide by the total. Question number 5. In a set of scores, 12, 15, 12, 18, 15, 12, 18, 20. What is the mode of the scores? A. 15, B. 12, C. 16.5, D. 18. Correct answer. B. 12. Solution breakdown. The mode is the number that appears most frequently in a dataset. 12 appears 3 times, 15 appears 2 times, 18 appears 2 times, 20 appears 1 time. The number that appears most often is 12. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. 15. And D. 18. Appear only twice, so they are not the mode. C. 16.5 is the average, mean, of the dataset. Edge knowledge. A quick way to find the mode is to first arrange the numbers in order. 12, 12, 12, 15, 15, 18, 18, 20. This makes it visually obvious which number has the highest frequency. This little trick also helps you find the median more easily if that were the question. Question number 6. A person invests 10,000 pesos at a simple interest rate of 5% per annum. How much interest will be earned after 3 years? A. 1,000 pesos. B. 1,500 pesos. C. 1,576.25 pesos. D. 11,500 pesos. Correct answer. B. 1,500 pesos. Solution breakdown. The formula for simple interest, I, is I equals P times R times T, where P is the principal, R is the rate, and T is the time in years. I equals 10,000 pesos times 0.05 times 3. I equals 500 pesos times 3 equals 1,500 pesos. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. 1,000 pesos is the interest for 2 years. C. 1,576.25 pesos is the interest if the calculation was for compound interest. D. 11,500 pesos is the total amount, principal plus interest, not just the interest. Edge knowledge. For simple interest problems, remember the PRT formula. The most common mistake is to confuse simple interest with compound interest. The question specifies simple interest, which means the interest is calculated only on the initial principal. If it said compounded annually, you would use a different formula. Question number 7. An observer at the top of a 25-meter-tall lighthouse sees a boat at an angle of depression of 30 degrees. How far is the boat from the base of the lighthouse? A. 25 meters. B. 25 square root of 3 meters. C. 25 square root of 2 meters. D. 50 meters. Correct answer. B. 25 square root of 3 meters. Solution breakdown. This is a trigonometry problem involving a right triangle. The height of the lighthouse is the opposite side, 25 meters, to the angle of depression. The distance to the boat is the adjacent side. The angle of depression from the observer is equal to the angle of elevation from the boat to the top of the lighthouse, which is 30 degrees. Using the SOHCAHTOA mnemonic, tan, theta, equals opposite over adjacent. Tan 30 degrees, equals 25 over distance, then, 1 over square root of 3 equals 25 over distance. Distance equals 25 square root of 3 meters. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. 25 meters. This would be the answer if the angle were 45 degrees. C. 25 square root of 2 meters. This is the hypotenuse if the angle were 45 degrees. D. 50 meters. This would be the hypotenuse if the angle were 30 degrees. Edge knowledge. For 30 degrees, 60 degrees to 90 degrees triangles, the sides have a specific ratio of 1 is to square root of 3 is to 2. The side opposite the 30 degrees angle is the smallest side. The side opposite the 60 degrees angle is square root of 3 times the smallest side. The hypotenuse is twice the smallest side. Height is opposite 30 degrees, so it's the smallest side, 25 meters. Distance is opposite 60 degrees, the implied angle at the base, so it's 25 square root of 3. This shortcut avoids the need for a calculator or a trigonometric table. Question number 8. What are the roots of the quadratic equation x squared 5x plus 6 equals 0? A. X equals 1, 6. B. X equals minus 2, minus 3. C. X equals 2, 3. D. X equals minus 1, 6. Correct answer. C. X equals 2, 3. Solution breakdown. The roots of a quadratic equation are the values of x that make the equation true. The equation can be factored. We need two numbers that multiply to 6 and add to minus 5. The numbers are minus 2 and minus 3. X minus 2 times x minus 3 equals 0. The roots are x equals 2 and x equals 3. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. 1 times 6 equals 6, but 1 plus 6 does not equal minus 5. B. Minus 2 times minus 3 equals 6, but minus 2 plus minus 3 equals minus 5. This is the correct set of numbers for factoring, but the sign of the roots is incorrect. The roots are the values that make the factors equal to 0. D. Minus 1 times 6 equals minus 6, not 6. Edge knowledge. If you don't immediately see the factors, you can use the process of elimination by plugging in the values from the options. A. 1 squared minus 5 times 1 plus 6 equals 1 minus 5 plus 6 equals 2 does not equal 0. Incorrect. B. Minus 2 squared minus 5 times minus 2 plus 6 equals 4 plus 10 plus 6 equals 20 does not equal 0. Incorrect. C. 2 squared minus 5 times 2 plus 6 equals 4 minus 10 plus 6 equals 0. Correct. 3 squared minus 5 times 3 plus 6 equals 9 minus 15 plus 6 equals 0. Correct. This is a fail-safe method if you get stuck on factoring. Question number 9. Convert 125% to a decimal and a fraction in simplest form. A. 1.25 and 5 over 4. B. 12.5 and 125 over 10. C. 0.125 and 1 over 8. D. 125 and 125 over 100. Correct answer. A. 1.25 and 5 over 4. Solution breakdown. To convert a percentage to a decimal, divide by 100. 125 divide by 100 equals 1.25. To convert a percentage to a fraction, write it as a fraction over 100. 125 over 100. To simplify the fraction, find the greatest common divisor, GCD, of the numerator and denominator, which is 25. Divide both by 25. 125 divide by 25 and 100 divide by 25 equals 5 over 4. Why the wrong answers are wrong? B. Incorrect decimal and an unsimplified fraction. C. Incorrect decimal. 0.125 is equal to 12.5%. D. Incorrect decimal and an unsimplified fraction. Edge knowledge. Remember the basic conversions. Percent to decimal. Move the decimal point 2 places to the left. 125%, then 1.25% to fraction. Put the number over 100. 125% equals 125 over 100. To simplify, remember that 25 goes into 100 4 times, and it goes into 125 5 times. This is a common conversion to memorize. Question number 10. The volume of a right circular cylinder is 100 pi cubic units. If the height is 4 units, what is the radius of the cylinder? A. 5 units. B. 10 units. C. 25 units. D. 50 units. Correct answer. A. 5 units. Solution breakdown. The formula for the volume of a right circular cylinder is V equals pi r squared h, where r is the radius and h is the height. Given V equals 100 pi and h equals 4. 100 pi equals pi r squared times 4. Divide both sides by pi. 100 equals 4r squared. Divide by 4. 25 equals r squared. Take the square root. R equals 5. Why the wrong answers are wrong? B. 10 units. This would be the radius if the height were 1 unit. C. 25 units. This is the value of r squared, not r. D. 50 units. This is incorrect. Edge knowledge. The key is to know the core formulas. Memorizing the volume formulas for common shapes like cylinders, cones, spheres, and prisms is crucial. This is a simple plug and chug problem if you know the formula. Don't waste time trying to derive it under pressure. If this video gave you an edge, sharpen that like button and subscribe to stay ahead.